everybody. Welcome to the Dr. Monique May Show. I am your host, Dr. Monique May, your board-certified family physician, kitchen gadget junkie, home cook, who you know is a physician in the kitchen. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Tonight is going to be, we're going to talk about part 3 of my back-to-school meal prep ideas to help getting those meals on the table in a quick and easy manner. Today we're going to talk about storage. So you've cooked the food, you've prepared it, how are you going to store it? So before we get started, I just want to make sure you remember to share and like this. Be sure to share this with your friends so that we can all keep this conversation going. Oh, it looks like my camera is sliding down. Okay. So, as I was saying, tonight is part 3 of the back to school special, or the back to school series rather, of school prep and meal prep and storage. So tonight we're going to talk about just how to store the food that you've made. So of course, we all know Ziploc baggies work for snacks that you're taking to school or to work. In my house, we buy a big container of grapes, and it's my son's job to wash them Sunday night, and he actually makes this week he made 4 bags since it was a short week, but puts the grapes in the bag, so in the morning we just grab them, put them in the lunchbox and go. So of course those come in different sizes, and this is more for short-term storage, stuff that you're going to have in the fridge not too long, or that you're taking with you. My favorite containers that I found a little while ago are these with the snap lids, because I think they do a better job at keeping air out and keeping foods fresher. So they come in a variety of sizes and shapes. This is a small round one, and then there's a bigger one as well. Rectangle, deep, and then a shallow square one. So lots of different sizes. They come in a Pyrex or type or tempered glass type that doesn't break. Ask me how I know. And I just like the way that they snap on and seal the food in. So you can turn them upside down, they don't spill. And so for lunch this week, I made Mitchell, I did a ground turkey casserole with brown rice and broccoli. And so Sunday night, or Monday night rather, when everything had cooled down, I just made portions and put them in. So literally each morning we just grab one, put it in the lunchbox and go. So it's easy meal prep tip. Just have it ready, sitting on the refrigerator shelf, and you are not wasting time in the morning. So that's just my little plug for that particular type of storage, but you can of course do whatever you like. The thing I like about these as well is that they just, stack rather, really easy. Hey, Dr. Celeste, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. They stack really easily and don't take up very much space in my cabinet. So, and as well as the tops as well, kind of lock in and stay together. So it's pretty cool. So, what show of mine would be complete without a gadget demo, right? So since we're talking about food prep and storage, I'm going to show you one of my other favorite gadgets, which is my vacuum sealer. And I've mentioned it before, but I just want to kind of show it to you guys. And I'm going to adjust the camera just a little bit so you can see it. Okay, because it's got a short cord and I've got to plug it in to use it. So the vacuum sealer is great because it helps you preserve things that, particularly like produce, that will otherwise go bad if you don't store it properly. So here's a green pepper, a bell pepper that I have shrink wrapped, vacuum packed. Said I actually did this last week before I left town, and it's still nice, green, pretty crisp. So that will preserve the refrigerator life of this item. So I'm going to do a couple of things for you just real quickly and show you how this works. So the bags come, you get a roll of plastic bags. So they have the smaller size and then also the larger, bigger size as well. And you just pretty much cut off the size that you want. So what's really neat is that you can make these as big or as small as you want. So I'm gonna do a few grapes just so you can see the effect. So it comes with its own little cutter, and you just kind of eyeball it and cut the slice or piece that you need. My mom was a seamstress, so I learned that technique from her. Did you see how smooth that was? And then you're gonna come over here to the sealer, and first it has a sealing strip so that you can, okay, what is going on with this camera? So you can, my camera is ready to go to bed, I guess. It's too late. It's ready to check out. So it has a sealing strip that you can make the bottom of the bag, because of course once you cut it, you have two open parts. So you just put it there on the sealing part, block it in, and then there's a button that says sealed only. That just takes a few seconds, and it'll let you know when it's done. Okay. And then you can see now I have a bag. Pretty neat. So I'm gonna put my grapes in the bag. Hey Melissa, thanks for watching. So now I'm gonna seal this. So I want this air out of this bag, so that, because air equals death, right, to food. It's the oxidation, it turns your stuff brown, it spoils quickly. So you wanna get as much food, as much air out as you can. So now I'm gonna put it into the vacuum channel and lock it. It's gonna get a little loud here for just a sec. I don't know if you can see, but it just sucked the air right out. And then it's gonna seal the bag on the other end, so that takes another few seconds. And now it's done. And so then you unlock it. And now I've got vacuum sealed grapes. Look at that. So that's actually pretty neat. This was one of my favorite investments. I think it's worth it. If you save money on food alone instead of throwing it away, you'll get your money's worth after using this just a few times. So particularly if you buy stuff in bulk, which if you're going to the warehouse clubs. Hey, Dr. McNeil, thank you so much for watching. If you're going to the warehouse clubs and you're buying stuff in bulk, or like say you buy a big package of fish or meat, you want to split it up. This is, oh, good question, Dr. Okor. This is Dr. Charlotte. This is a vacuum sealer. This is tonight's gadget. So I'm showing people how to use a vacuum sealer at home to, okay, thank you. Let's speak louder. I'm showing people how to use a vacuum sealer at home to preserve their food, particularly produce or food that they've made, so that it doesn't go bad. So we'll do one more piece, or one more food item. So this is a red onion. So we're going to vacuum seal it. And I already have a bag that I started earlier, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in here. So Melissa says, I waste money on peppers and strawberries every week. You need to invest in one of these, because you should probably save money doing that. So let's go ahead and do this onion. So again, I've already done my bag earlier. I'm just gonna do the other end now. So I'm gonna lock it in place. You hear that click? That's locking it in place. And then so as you can see, the air is being sucked out, and I'll pull it out and let you see it up close. But as I was saying, if you buy, hey Lori, thanks for watching. If you buy in bulk, you want to come home and cut up your, or separate. So if it's meat, fish, whatever it is, go ahead and separate it, and you can just prepare it individually, so that when you're ready, you've got your own shrink wrapped, vacuum sealed food. So now this onion will stay in the refrigerator longer because it's cut. Usually you don't store onions in the refrigerator, but once it's cut, you do. And so you don't want it to go bad. So that's what this is for. So I just wanted to get on, show you guys one of my gadgets that I like, that I think is great for food storage and meal prep, because you want to be able to have that food last longer. And then you can put it in the freezer as well. It works better with dry foods. So Melissa's asking how long did it extend the life of the food? Oh, good question. So for produce, I find at least a week, at least. If I put it in the freezer, even longer. Hey, Dr. Jaquel, thanks for watching. I find it at least for a week for fresh if I keep it in the refrigerator. You can throw this in the freezer if you wanted to, or depending on the item, and it'll be even longer. But definitely, if you're buying, Melissa, if you're buying the strawberries, and you said you're going through them pretty quickly because they're spoiling, you put go ahead and preserve them with this. Then you can put them in the freezer, and then you can even throw those in a smoothie when you're ready to make them. So it should definitely save you money because you'll be saving your food and not throwing it away. But what I was saying earlier was that this is good for drier foods. You want to be careful when you have soups. So Dr. Charlotte is asking about how about strawberries. So right, that's what I was thinking. Strawberries should probably last at least a week or so in the refrigerator, even longer in the freezer. And so thanks for the tags, Dr. Jaquel. I appreciate that. So, but if you have wet foods or liquids, you want to be careful with that because you don't want that to be sucked into the vacuum channel. So it's better to partially freeze those types of foods to let it be a little more solid and then vacuum seal it. It also has an accessory port for canning for liquids, but I haven't used that one yet, so not quite familiar with that one. But so just wanted to get on, show you guys how this works. Hopefully get more money for your food, more food for your money, for more money for your food dollar, and that you're not letting food go to waste. So until next time, this is Dr. Monique May, Physician in the Kitchen, signing out. Be sure to follow me on all social media at Dr. Monique May. That's DrMoniqueMay, just like the month. Until next time, see you in the kitchen.